Hey guys, how are you? This is another review for you guys. Thank you so much again for joining me. Rise Frags 34. This one is Mona di Orio fragrance. This is called Vanille. You guys, I'm sure, have heard of it. It's well known in the fragrance community, but hasn't really been talked about too much in the last couple of years. So, but this is a 2011 release. I really enjoy this one because it's not just your run-of-the-mill, sweet vanilla fragrance. This has got so much. It's so complex. There's a lot going on with this one. You can really pick out some certain notes, which is really neat. How it works on your skin, and it's just a different vanilla, and I really enjoy this one. So, but getting on with the notes to this one, you have petitgrain, clove, rum, bitter orange in the top. You have vetiver, sandalwood, gaiac wood, ylang ylang for the middle, and then your bottom notes are amber, tonka bean, Tula balsam, leather, musk, and vanilla. So like I said, kind of a lot going on with this one. The first initial spray is really neat because you get you do get some bitter orange in there. It's kind of like a burnt kind of orange thing going on. You do get some leather, and of course you do get the that like sweeter vanilla a little bit. Vanilla comes way down in the dry down, but there is hints of that vanilla. But it's kind of like a burnt, like if you're kind of, if you, I've never done this before, but I can just imagine it if you just had some vanilla and it was kind of like burning just a little bit from the pan or whatever, because there's some vetiver in this. The gaiac wood kind of has a smoky, nuance in there, and it really develops something special with this one. I really like this one because it has kind of an earthy vibe to it, but you still have the sweetness of like some gaiac wood, vanilla, and everything kind of surrounding it. Again, it's a vanilla based fragrance, so I always kind of do get vanilla in there because I think your mind is automatically set on the vanilla scent, so you're kind of like, okay, yep, there's the vanilla. But when you really smell it, you can really you really get these other notes in there, which I really like. Like I said, the first hour or so, you do get some of that bitter orange in there. It's kind of a little bit of it's not really citrusy, but you can tell there's some orange peel in there. Bitter orange, I think, is kind of like just an orange peel, like if you smell the peel of it. So it's a darker orange. It's really nice. So you do get that. Like I said, there's some leatheriness going on in there. And then, of course, the vanilla too. So this is huge on the cloves. So also in that opening, you are going to get kind of that clove, cinnamon kind of thing going on in there as well. And that also kind of helps it. It's not too sweet, but it's more of like a little bit of a spiciness. And that's what you kind of get in there. So guys, I love this fragrance. And again, certain people are going to pick out certain notes that are pretty heavy in this, so like I said, some people really think it's clove heavy, I'm sure. Some people will think it's vanilla heavy. Some people, I will think it's vetiver, because like I said, there's just this craziness kind of going on with this earthiness, which I really like with this one. So but it lasts a really long time. I wore it today, and I just, it's still kind of going, I can still smell it. It's not going strong, and it, projection usually is about 3 to 4 hours with this one, and it projects really well. It's not going to fill a room, but it projects really nice, so people will notice you. I did get a couple good compliments on it today, and like I said, it's not just the oversweet vanilla. It's got, like I said, a lot going on. It's a little bit more complex than just a sweet vanilla fragrance, so that's what I really enjoy about it. But I really love this one, guys. Presentation is also really nice. You have a nice box, and what I like about this one, it's all very nice and velvety inside there. Again, I don't know if you can see that with my camera there, but it is really just a really nice presentation. And then of course this is the base. This is where your fragrance will actually sit. But again, very velvety. I like that with the fragrance. It doesn't scratch the bottle, and it's very nice right there. Of course, there's your 100 ml. Now, they did change the packaging in this, and now it comes 75 ml. I believe prices are right around the $195 mark, where this one was 100 ml for $230. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you can get the 100 ml anymore, but I did look at like Lucky Scent, and they do have the 75 milliliter for the $195 mark. So, and then of course this bottle, I think they're different now too. I think they actually made them like a little bit more classy kind of, but I love this bottle. It's very unique. I love just obviously you can see the Mona d'Orio in the back after, you know, you have the title up front, but then you can actually see in the back. I'm sure you've seen this before with this fragrance, but it's very nice. And then the cap really goes on it's very tight on there. And then of course this is it's like a hard plastic, but it's got that wire mesh around it. Spray is really nice on there. So a nice wide distribution, which I really like. And that's all you need. I usually go about 3 sprays with this one, and it might be a little too heavy on it because it is a heavy fragrance. So you know, also, you know, you do get some, you know, get a little bit of, I don't really want to say floral, but maybe there is just a little bit of floral in there. But you know, in the opening it kind of leans, you know, feminine and a little bit maybe, but then it kind of turns just a little bit more to the masculine side, which I do enjoy too. So, but definitely a 50-50 fragrance again for unisex. Time to wear it. You know, I can see this working kind of in the warmer months, which is kind of weird because you would think a strong, you know, vanilla-based, you know, sweeter fragrance would be perfect in the winter, and it is. It's very nice in the winter, but it's a little bit lighter too, which is kind of weird. It's like you know, it wasn't too cold here today, but I think on a cold day it might be a little too light. You know, it's I think you would need to kind of warm up a little bit to get it, you know, coming off your skin, and that's where I do think this would perform really well too. Is obviously you know, underneath the sheets with your loved one, but I think it'd be a nice sexy fragrance because it's warm enough, but it still kind of has that sensual kind of sexiness going on too. So I think it'd be great for that. But daytime, you know, and spring, fall, you know, I think some like cooler summer nights would work really well. You know, again, it's heavy, you know, in a way for like a real hot summer day. So I wouldn't really go that way with it, but any other kind of weather for it would be really good, you know. And you know, all ages I think could really pull this one off. It is kind of it's not really, I wouldn't want to say mature, but it is classy. You know, it's a nice fragrance because it's not just a playful vanilla sweet fragrance. There's a lot more going on with this one, which I really do enjoy. So, but guys, Mona d'Orio, my first and only fragrance from this line. I would really love to try Queer. I think that's a real strong leather-based fragrance, which I would really enjoy, and I've heard some good things about that one. So that might be my second purchase, but this is my first purchase. I've had this over a year now, and I really do enjoy this one. So this is Vanille by Mona d'Orio, and thank you guys so much again. You know, again, for all the support. I hope I'm doing okay with these reviews, and I would love to hear your thoughts, or if you have any suggestions for me, you know, on these reviews. I'm trying to make them short enough that they're enjoyable, but I'm trying to get a little bit more in depth to really give you kind of a good in-depth review as well, you know. So, but guys, I can't thank you enough, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again.